What up, everybody? Welcome to today's video training. Welcome to Financial Success University, or FSU. I am Randy Chandler, your trusted financial coach, real estate investor, and private money lender. So today, guys, I want to introduce you to our new movement, right? It's called Financial Empowerment for All, FEFA, Financial Empowerment for All, right? This is our new initiative that's going to help drive the future of family members, communities, to help them to get their finances in order, guys. So we could go out there and build the dream homes, take the dream vacations, and just enjoy life, right? So listen, let's just dive into this information. I want you to understand what you're going to learn from this training. Like literally, this is a training section, right? So if you have something to write with and something to write on, make sure you're taking some copious notes. If you don't have any of those things, go pause this video real quick and go grab something to write in. One of my mentors told me a long time ago, note takers are money makers. So listen, here's what you expect to learn out of this training today. You're going to discover the competitive edge to improve and sustain your financial well-being in today's uncertain market. So if you are a family, right, an individual that's looking to meet their personal financial obligations today, currently, right, and you want to be able to meet your financial obligations in the future easily, right, then you want to make sure you pay attention to this video training. If you are a real estate agent, if you're a real estate broker, mortgage loan originator, mortgage broker, right, real estate professional, and you're looking to generate more leads and close more business, then you're going to get the competitive edge that you need to go out and win as well. If you're looking to buy your home for the first time, or if you're a homeowner already looking to move into your forever dream home, this video training is for you. Again, you're going to discover that competitive edge so you can improve and sustain your financial well-being in today's uncertain economy. So listen, make sure, guys, that you stay until the end. You're going to gain fair access to our private financial platform and tools, plus unlock a free financial coaching section with me, none other than Randy Chandler, right? So $500 value, right? This is a personalized session. It's tailored to provide you with the continual financial education, the expert guidance, and accountability you need to achieve your financial and real estate goals faster. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to transform and secure your family's financial future. So make sure that you stay to the end. So a little bit about myself, guys. I have been learning and teaching financial literacy, financial education for 20 years. I've been a homeowner and a real estate investor for 18 years. I've been a licensed mortgage loan originator for 16 years. So from that time to this time, I've helped countless first-time home buyers get the education and the funding they need from FHA loans, VA, conventional loans to buy their first home. From that time to this time, I've helped countless real estate investors get fair access to private money to fund their profitable real estate deals easier so they can earn the income they prefer and live the lifestyle that they really want. From that time to this time, I've purchased, rehab, and sold over 20 plus properties. I've built 3 or 4 luxury new construction homes from the ground up and had those sold. And I've been involved in countless heavy rehab and new construction project managing those projects. So listen, I've learned a thing or two over the years because I've seen a thing or two over the years. And I'm not sharing this information to be bragging or being boastful or prideful. You guys, you probably pick up my spirit already. If not, you will pick up my spirit. I'm not that guy, but I want to make sure that I'll let you know that I'm damn good at what I do. So at the top left, you can see me at a church. We had 40, 50 people that came out to our financial literacy class. You can see me sitting right down there, blue long sleeve shirt, right? Right to the right, you'll see me teaching at a community event at a title company, right? Teaching financial literacy, financial education, but more important, helping people understand these principles and so they can immediately apply. In the middle, you see me at a hotel room teaching first-time home buyers of how to buy their first home. At the bottom left, you'll see me with a group of individuals who are real estate investors or aspiring real estate investors. Some of them, a couple of them is real estate agents, and one or two is a broker. And then there was other real estate investors that was developed out of that class. So we've done multiple classes, guys, all throughout the country, right? Zoom, in person, and you can see me right here at the bottom right. I'm actually in the field. We have done bus tours with all the projects that we had going on at one time. We took students and realtors and brokers to be able to put their hands in a learning environment to help them to get the skills, the training, and develop. So not only that we provide the education, we provide the expert guidance and access to the capital individuals need, right? Fair access to the capital. So let's think about this. I want you to imagine for a moment, right? Imagine what it will feel like, guys. What it would look like if you was able to take multiple dream, family, fun, memorable vacations with your family. Like what it would look like if you could go on that beach and experience that crystal clear water, to be able to put your toes in the sand and the sand never get hot where it burns your feet. What if you could travel and go on that boat, right? That cruise ship, and have that aqua blue water that you can see that's just amazing, just looking at it from the balcony. What if you could do this multiple times a year? Every quarter, first quarter, you take a dream vacation with you and your spouse. The second quarter, you take the whole family, you and your spouse, the children. The third quarter, maybe just you and your spouse again for a getaway. And then the fourth quarter, have another family vacation. And then once a year, maybe take the whole family out. Like, what would that look like? What would that feel like? Would you enjoy that? So what about if you had a great relationship with your spouse? The number one cause of divorce, guys, in America is financial troubles. It's money issues. What if you and your spouse could get along, have the happiest time of your life, to be able to enjoy the joy of living? What if you could go out and purchase that dream vehicle that you always wanted? Whatever that vehicle is you want to drive, what if you can have the opportunity to go and purchase it, have some type of asset that's paying for it where you're not coming out of your pocket for it? What it would look like if you're not a homeowner yet, to be able to buy your first home for you and your family, to secure your financial future. Or if you're already a homeowner, you're looking to move into your forever dream home, right? That mansion, right? What would that look like? And more importantly, what would that feel like? I want you to get in that feel and think about that. I want you to think about that as I go through this training, how your life can significantly change so you could live the life that you really want. What if you could take care of your family, your parents that's elderly, they took care of you when you were growing up? What if you could give back and help them? What if you could just enjoy life? What if you had prosperity? To me, guys, prosperity is having plenty of what you need and what you want. What if you have abundance? Abundance is be able to do what you need to do when you need to do it. So I hold on to this affirmation. I want to give you this affirmation. So I recommend that you write this affirmation down, right? This is one of your first notes that I need you to be taking. That is, my family and I have great health, happiness, love, success, prosperity, and money. Let me say that again. My family and I have great health, happiness, love, success, prosperity, and money. That encompasses everything in life. That's heaven on earth. So I want you to write that down 10 times a day. I want you to speak that out loud 10 times a day. And I want you to feel a feeling of being in that position, thinking from the place that you want to be. I want you to feel that, guys. Right before you go to bed at night, I want you to start dreaming and visualizing yourself being in this position, in an abundant position, right? So I want you to be clear, guys. The Most High said that I give you power to create wealth. He also said, I have pleasure in the prosperity of my people. So this is an opportunity, guys, where you can learn and grow, get skill, train, and develop, but more important, create that passion and commitment to help others. Right? This is not about just you, all right? It's not about just me. This is about each one, teach one, and pass this information along. And that's why we call it the Financial Empowerment for All movement. So let's look at some stats and statistics, guys. Here is the financial state of America. Did you know that 1.4 million identity theft claims was made in 2020 alone? That number is higher today. There's $14.6 trillion in American household debt, and is reported as of 2021. Guys, debt has skyrocketed as of this video. Credit card debts, consumer debt is an all-time high in America. So many people are in high consumer debt. They're going bankruptcy. They're stressing. They don't know what to do, guys. Did you know that financial stress or any stress lower your immune system? It's proven. When a doctor is doing an organ transplant with somebody, one of the first things they give that patient is what? Stress hormones to be able to shut off the immune system. If they don't do that, then the organ, the body is going to reject the organ. So stress causes a lower immune system. Today, you don't need to have your immune system lower. You need to have the immune system at the tip top as it possibly can. And then therefore, you need to get rid of that stress. So in just one decade, student loan balances have jumped to over 150%. I could tell you the people that call me, we have consultations for homeowners, and we ask the question, said, listen, do you have any credit card debt? How much your payment is? Do you have any student loan debt? Guys, I'm hearing staggering numbers. $50,000 in student debt, $120,000 in student loan debt. I was talking and listening to a dentist, right? He went to school to be a dentist, had over $1 million in student loan debt. It's crazy. Did you know that 64% of Americans are expected to retire for less than $10,000 in their retirement plan? Think about that. And some of these individuals that's retiring literally just surviving or trying to survive, doing the best they can off their Social Security check. Did you know that 60% of Americans lack a will and trust? They don't even have an estate plan. You had Prince that passed away, didn't even have a will and trust. If you have assets, right, you have children, you have a family, you need to have a will and trust in place. Credit scores. Credit scores are very low across the country. Matter of fact, 54% of America don't even know what their credit score is. So we want you to join the fight against financial insecurity. What is financial insecurity, right? Well, it's very simple. It's a state of being unable to meet your current and future financial obligations, or just feeling unsure about one's financial future. It can affect people of all income levels, all races, all creeds, all genders, and can have a significant impact on the mental and physical health, relationships, and quality of life. So listen, join the financial empowerment movement for all. I'm going to show you later on how you can get involved in this movement because we need you guys. We need you to help. So what is financial empowerment? Financial empowerment is the process of giving individuals, families, or communities the knowledge, the skills, the tools, and resources that they need to take control of their money and make better financial decisions to ultimately improve their financial well-being. What is our vision and our mission with this financial empowerment for all movement? To advocate for widespread access to financial literacy, empower individuals and families and communities to build their credit, organize their finances, purchase homes, invest in real estate successfully, and to be able to protect their financial future to achieve personal financial success. What are some of our core values? Number one, we have three. Number one is financial education. We provide fair access to financial resources and unveil how to use the financial products and services to achieve financial success, right? To meet our clients' goals. So financial education is number one. Number two is financial empowerment. When we equip our clients and our people with tools and resources to build their credit, organize their finances, purchase that first home, to be able to invest in real estate with cash flow, to be able to protect the financial future, guys, that means we are winning as a community. The whole goal is to be able to stop, prevent, and just literally ultimately end financial insecurity and homelessness in our community. Financial coaching, that's our third core value, right? We provide education, the support, and accountability as financial coaches, right? And keep in mind, guys, we're actually hiring too. It's a career path here. We're going to teach you how to educate people. Well, I don't want to let the cat out the bag yet. let me keep going. Let me keep going. So this is what we call a circle of wealth. So excuse my slides, guys. I'm not sure why it's showing up kind of weird there, but bear with me, right? This is our circle of wealth. First step is Financial Success University, FSU. This provides the financial education and the literacy, like I'm doing right here, right now. Just literally just educating. This type of information you're getting ready to learn, guys, is not found in the school system. Oftentimes not talked about in the churches, not talked about at the dinner table either. So Financial Success University is that one first stop that individuals need to learn and grow and be a part of. Number two is going to be United Wealth Education, UE. This is our financial platform, the tool, the resources that we use to help tens of thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people, guys, to be able to get their finances in order, right? You have to have resources and tools. Then we have United Credit Education. This is a 20-year-old nonprofit that helps with credit education and credit restoration. Then we have Geneva Financial, right? My wife and I are mortgage branch managers with Geneva Financial, been there for years, right? Our goal is to be able to go out and recruit and hire loan officers, branch managers, teach them, help them to get skill training, develop, and hopefully they get a passion and commitment to be able to help people become homeowners, right? We provide the FHA loan, the conventional loan, the VA loan, all through Geneva Financial. My NMLS number is 145175, right? And so now when we have that person in their home, then we're able to move them up to Chamberlain's Mortgage Capital. The Chamberlain's Mortgage Capital, I am the CEO and founder of it, managing principal, and it's a reliable nationwide private money lender. We're backed by a leading private credit fund that has funded over $10 billion over the last 10 years in investment property loans alone. So we have plenty of capital to deploy, but we have to create more deal flows, right? And that's why we provide the education, because people need fair access to business loans, business capital. That's what Chamberlain's Mortgage Capital is, a business lender. So listen, let's talk about some of the secrets that you're going to learn today, right? So remember what you're going to learn, right? This is my promise. This is my guarantee to you that you're going to discover the competitive edge to improve and sustain your financial well-being in today's uncertain market. So there's 4 secrets that you have to know, 4 secrets that you have to apply right here, right now. If nothing changes, then nothing changes, meaning that you can't expect to continue to do the same old thing in the same old way every single day and expect a different result in the future. There's a law. I want you to write this down. The law is called the law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect decrees and declares and commands that for every cause, there's always an effect to it. And every effect is always a cause, right? So there's a train of causation that happens, cause and effect, cause and effect. And then there's a law, another law, write this down, called the law of polarity. The law of polarity decrees and declares that everything has an equal opposite. If there's an in, there must be an out. There's an up, there must be a down. There's a hot, there must be a cold. There's a left, there must be a right. Everything has an equal opposite. So if you're not where you're at right, if you're not where you want to be at right now financially, that's okay, because there is an equal opposite to that, right? So let's talk about secret number 1. Number 1, you're going to learn how to create and develop the proper money mindset. That's critical, guys. Secret number 2, how to meet your current and future financial obligations. Secret number 3, what are the 5 challenges that you have to be aware of and overcome to meet your current financial obligations and future obligations. And secret number 4 is learn the 10 financial principles to overcome these challenges, right? Those 5 challenges, you have to know these 10 principles, right? Now, the first thing I want to expose to you is what's the difference between capitalism and socialism. See, guys, a lot of people think that America is a socialism opportunity or economy, and that's far from the case. Most people will say and won't argue with you and say, hey, this is a democracy. And yes, I do agree to a certain extent that America is a democracy. But to be blunt, and this is where financial literacy comes in play, capitalism, that is the name of the game. America is a capitalistic democracy. So let's look at it. Socialism, a system of economics where the means of producing goods and services are under a public ownership, period. That means the public owns this. Under a pure socialism, the government makes all legal decisions related to producing goods and services and distributing them, and the people depend on the state for fulfilling all their needs. So let's have an example of socialism. So let's say that you have 2 cows and the government have 1 cow. The government said, you know what? We have 3 cows together, right? And the government is going to milk the cows for you, sell you the milk of your own cows, and charge you what they want to charge you, and limited you as how much milk that you can purchase. That's socialism. Then you have capitalism, a system of economics where capital goods are privately owned by businesses and individuals. Under a pure capitalism, a free market economy exists rather than a command or a planned economy. So in the capitalism, that means that if you have 3 cows, you make a decision and say, hey, I'm going to sell 2 of them and buy a bull, right? And you have the bull and the cow make together to make more cows. Now you can go ahead and milk those cows, sell as many and much milk that you want, charge the price that you want to charge, and then you're able to eat. You're able to eat what you kill. What you put out is what you get back. In other words, what you reap is what you sow. So a lot of people get that confused. They think we're in a socialism economy, meaning that they think that the government is responsible to helping them pay off their debt. They think the government is responsible to help them clothe themselves. They think the government is responsible to help them to put food and shelter over them, right? That's what the thought pattern is. But no. The government is not designed to help you to meet your financial goals. They're not. It's your responsibility to meet your financial goals. So let's look at secret number 1, how to create and develop the proper mindset. Well, guys, a lot of you all probably heard these terms. I know I did. You ever heard of money don't grow on? You probably finished my sentence, right? I don't need to say no more, right? You heard of that, right? How many of you guys have heard the term say it's hard for the rich man to go to what? All rich people are? You get my point. See, these are mental mindsets that we have to change. These are habitual habits. These are deep-seated programs and habits that's in this called a paradigm that's been keeping you from creating the wealth that you need. That's been giving you that glass ceiling where you can't feel like you can't go no more, right? And so until we make that shift, that mindset shift, is the fact that, hey, the Most High said, I give you power to create wealth. He said, I have pleasure in your prosperity. King Solomon said, money answereth all things, right? So money literally do grow on trees because it's nothing but what? Let me show you guys. It's nothing but paper, right? Come on, man. It's just paper. Paper growing what? Trees, right? So let's think about that. The proper mindset. What you see, hear, smell, taste, and touch is very, very critical. These are your eye gate, your ear gate, right? This is your senses that sends a signal to your brain, right? Your brain is encased in darkness. It does not know what's going on outside in the so-called real world, 3D dimension. But they have friends, and these friends are your 5 senses. And it sends signals back to you, to your brain. Your brain interpret that and creates an image in the front of your mind. You get that? So that means that the more things you see over and over again, the more things you hear over and over again, you're going to tend to believe. You ever heard that cliche that if you tell a lie long enough, you tend to believe it? That is so, so true, guys. So you have to be able to protect your ear gate, your eye gate, your experience. Why? Because I want to share, because first, let me give you this acronym. It's called BEAR, B-E-A-R. The B stands for belief, E stands for emotion. The A stands for action. The R stands for results. Most people, when they want to change the results because they're not getting the results they prefer, the first thing they go to is their action. And it only lasts for a week or two, maybe a month, and then it goes away. Remember New Year's resolution, right? You may know somebody yourself, right? They say, you know what, I'm going to lose 10 pounds this year. You know what, I'm going to go on a fast, right? I'm going to get off meat, right? And all of a sudden, what? 2 weeks, it goes by, and then the third week, everything gone. That whole resolution goes out the door. Why? Because it's not a habitual habit. It's not a belief yet, guys. A belief is so important because it determines your actions. 95% throughout the time, throughout the day, right? You default to the subconscious programs that you have unconsciously without you knowing. Let me prove it to you. If you're driving in the car and all of a sudden your phone rings, you pick up the phone, you start talking. Hey, Susie, how you doing, right? At that moment, you're no longer paying attention to driving. You have defaulted to the programs of how to drive. Because when you were 16 years old, 18 years old, however old you was when you started to learn how to drive, you was practicing and practicing and practicing. And today, right, it's just a habit for you. You don't have to think about it. You're not conscious about it. You driving and you go to your destination on that cell phone. You don't know how many 18-wheelers you pass, how many cars that look just like your car that passed, and all of a sudden you make it to your destination. Why? Because your subconscious program took over. That's the same way that you are with money, guys. If you're lacking financial, if you're dealing with financial insecurity, or you just have not hit that financial goal, you're having a lot of success, but you haven't hit that financial goal that you want, that's because of your beliefs. You have to change your beliefs. So when you change your belief, you're thinking from the place that you want to be, like you're visualizing yourself and seeing yourself being what you want to be, doing what you want to do, having what you want to have. And not only that you're seeing yourself in that vision in your mind's eye, but you're feeling the feeling as if it's already done. You're feeling the gratitude, the appreciation, the excitement. You're feeling it in that moment. And then and only then, right, you're going to take that massive action. You're going to take that massive action. You're going to get the results you want because you're going to start getting these ideas downloaded to you. So, guys, before I leave off the mindset, I want you to think about this. It's proven that successful people makes decisions very, very fast and change them very, very slow, if they even change them at all. But unsuccessful people makes decisions very, very slowly and change them very, very rapidly. Why? Because I believe that that person is unsuccessful, don't have a vision, don't have a goal. So you have to give your mind a purpose. You got to tell your feelings how to feel. And then that person who have that vision, who gave their mind a purpose, who've asked from help from the Almighty God, and then when a situation happens or an opportunity comes, they jump on it because they know it's directly from God. They know that they're vibrating on that same frequency because everything is on a frequency. They know I'm locked in on this frequency. So I am trusting the flow of life. I'm happy and free now. So when an opportunity presents itself, boom, they're moving forward. And that's what you have to do, guys. You have to make decisions very, very fast, but if you got to have a goal. So we'll talk a little bit more. Like if you get the chance to work with me, I dive deep into mindset, guys, because that is the fundamental principle. So let's talk about secret number 2, how to meet your current and future obligations. See, today you want to have enough money that you earn to pay all your bills, have money left over so you can go take some vacations. So you can invest in real estate, you can invest in stocks and IRAs and et cetera, right? You want to have money left over that you can enjoy yourself. That's the point. But usually, right, typically, the money you earn today comes from the income that you earn from your job. But what about your future lifestyle, right? At some point, you want to retire, whether you're forced to retire because of your old age or because of maybe a health condition, or you just make that decision yourself and say, hey, I'm going to retire early. How are you going to meet your financial obligation at that time? And the secret to that is through business income and your investments. So you got to have both. So let's think about this. This is called a cash flow quadrant. You have your E, which is employee. I mean, you have a job. You trade your time and energy and skills that you develop for money. Then you have your S. It's for self-employed. You don't have a job. You literally own a job because you're doing everything. You're doing the marketing, you're doing the servicing, you're doing everything. And then you have on the right-hand side of the coin is the BNI, the business owner, who has literally a system where they have other people working in their business. You're training them, you're giving them the skill, you're helping them develop, you're giving them the passion and commitment, you're giving them the tools and resources, right? And now you have this system that's generating money for you, that's earning capital for you. And then you take that money, you can invest in real estate, you can invest in stocks, you can invest whatever you're going to invest in and buy an asset that's going to generate you more income. So you cannot, guys, I want you to get this, you cannot rely on your pension plan. Write that down. Most people rely on corporations that they work for, their pension plans. Pension plans are literally going out the door if they haven't even went out the door already. You can't rely on them. Very few companies have pension plans. Back in 2009, 2008, when we had the mortgage crash, that whole real estate debacle, people lost their livelihood dealing with their pensions, dealing with stocks, etc. You get the point. So you can't rely on your pension and you can't rely on Social Security. Like how many people you know that's on Social Security right now, that's all they rely on, that could barely eat. They have to choose whether they're going to buy food or medicine. You don't want to put yourself and your family in their position. So let's look at the secret number 3. That's 5 challenges you have to be aware of and you have to overcome. Now, I apologize in advance because I really can't go deep like I want to on these topics. Like when you work with me, we'll go deep into them on other topics and we'll have other trainings, right? But I'm just giving you an overview, right? There's 5 challenges you have to be aware of and overcome to meet your current and future financial obligations. Number 1, that's expenses. You have to find a way to lower your monthly expenses. Number 2 is inflation. You have to find a way to outpace inflation. Inflation is averaging about 3% inflation every year. A couple of years ago, inflation hit 9.6%, almost double digits. And that's why the Federal Reserve Bank said, wait, hold on. Interest rates been low for so long, 0 at the bank, and the bank was giving interest rates for homeowners for 3%, car loans at less than 1%, and the money was damn near free, right? And so that went on. People was buying and spending. And all of a sudden, supply and demand started to catch up. Inflation started to run away. Eggs started to be extremely high, milk being extremely high, gas being on, and the Federal Reserve Bank said, wait, hold on, stop the process. Let's start to raise interest rate because that's a balance there. When you raise interest rate high, you bring down the inflation rate. When you lower interest rates very, very low, you allow inflation to skyrocket, right? That's an even balance there, guys. So you have to understand that you have to outpace inflation by your investments, by your business income. And then taxes. You have to learn how to overcome taxes. You have to learn how to, more importantly, lower your taxes. And I'm not talking about tax evasion, guys. I'm not talking about, look, first off, I'm going to give you my disclaimer. I'm not a tax advisor. I'm not your CPA. Go and seek out a licensed, certified, I should say, experienced CPA. But they're going to tell you what I'm telling you, right? You have to understand how to lower your taxes. And one secret, guys, I'll give you this tip. One secret to lower your taxes is not to just have income earning through a job. You have to have a business. Get yourself a business income. I'll tell you that secret, right? So taxes is huge. And then you have debt. We talked about earlier, consumer debt is the all-time high. But did you know that taxes actually causes debt? Randy, what do you mean by taxes actually causes debt? Well, when you reach out to a mortgage lender, a bank, when you reach out to them to purchase a home, to get a home loan, to get an automobile loan, right? So my wife and I, we having these conversations, these consultations with our potential home buyers. One of the questions we ask them is, what is your gross income? What is your gross income? So they'll say something like, hey, $50,000 I earn. Great. But remember, if you are just a earned income employee, right, then about 30% of your money is being taken right off the top and going to the IRS. Your tax bracket is 30%. So you're not technically bringing home $50,000 a year. You bring home about $35,000 a year. But you're living and created this lifestyle of a $50,000 a year earner person. So what tends to happen? Well, every now and then you might go buy 4 new cars, 4 more tires for your car on your credit card. You might go buy some groceries on your credit card. You may take a vacation on your credit card. Get my point? Next thing you know, a couple of months pass, a couple of years pass. You look up, you're $25,000, $50,000, $60,000 in debt, in consumer debt. Why? Because your lifestyle is $50,000, but you're only earning $35,000 net, and you have to bridge the gap, guys. You have to bridge the gap to survive. And this is a part of financial education, financial literacy that you must know and be aware of. And then credit. If your credit score is low, you're going to get a higher interest rate. You're going to pay double and triple the amount of interest. So you want to be able to have your credit high as possible. Why? Because there might be some opportunities that come your way where you can leverage other people's money by your credit score being high, buy cash flowing asset, and let that cash flowing asset pay back the debt on your behalf. That is called good debt. Good debt is when you leverage other people's money using your high credit, generate income, and that income pays back that debt, like for real estate investors, right? You got a duplex, fourplex, a multifamily home. That's called good debt. But bad debt, literally, to keep it simple, this takes money out of your pocket. So when you go and you buy that new vehicle and it's taking money out of your pocket, that's a bad debt. But if you buy the vehicle because your business is dealing with transportation, then hey, that might be a good debt, right? So here's the difference between middle class and wealthy. The middle class have a job, all their income comes from their salary, and then they have liabilities that they pay. The mortgage, the car note, the credit cards, student loans, and that goes out the door every month for expenses. No assets. But the wealthy people, wealth is based on time, not numerals, not numbers, guys. Wealth is based on time. So that means if you have $100,000 in your savings account and your lifestyle is only $50,000, then that's 2 years of wealth that you have. So what the wealthy people do, their income statement look a little different. Their balance sheet look a little different. The income that they have coming in is from rental income, dividends, interest, royalties, and they take that money and they go buy more assets. More assets that's going to create what? More income. They're going to buy real estate, stocks, bonds, notes, investing in private money loan, and then that income they earn, it goes back into the income. And then they take these assets that's generating them income, and then they go purchase liabilities. They go purchase the vehicle that they want. They go buy the house they want. And it's all in their business name, and the business is paying for it. That's the difference, guys. Again, I wish I could dive into deep with this. So listen, how your credit score is calculated. Well, 35% is your payment history. 30% is your credit utilization. 15% is the length of credit. 10% is new credit inquiries. And types of credit is 10%. Well, number one, payment history, no late payments, no collection. That's critical. If you have a $10 monthly payment, you miss that $10 payment, it will cost you over 100 points in your credit score. Meaning your credit score will drop potentially over 100 points because of a $10 missed payment. Credit utilization, very, very critical. You want to have your consumer debt, right? That you have those revolving lines of credit, should say 30% below the high limit. So if they give you a $1,000 credit card, then 30% is $300. You do not want to be over $300. You want to stay in that. So listen, we go in more details about how to build your credit, but those are two critical pieces. So let's talk about the 10 financial success principles. Now I'm just going to breeze through these. Like I said, we go into more detail. I wish I could stay on here a little longer, but due to time, I don't want to, make this training very, very long. So principle number one, this is a law. Laws are principles, principles are law. That's consequences to breaking laws. That's consequences to breaking principles. And some of you all and some people that you may know have been breaking these principles, have been breaking these laws, and been suffering the consequences. But no more Jose, right? No way, no Jose. Those days are over because you are financially literate now. You have the financial education. You have the focus back on it. Whatever your focus goes, your energy flows. So principle number 9 is get financial literacy training and coaching. You need to have a financial coach. People have coaches as a basketball player, football player, sports coaches. They even have fitness coaches, right? You know for a fact, you know what to do. You know your exercise routine, right? You know what you need to do. But sometimes you need that fitness coach to be able to what? Help you with accountability, to see things that you can't see. You are in this picture frame. They're outside of the picture frame. Outside the picture frame, they get to see and say, hey, listen, you're going the wrong way. Turn left, turn right. You need that financial coach. And that's why my team and I is here to help you with your finance, to coach you through that situation, right? Principle number 2 is reduce your monthly living expenses so you can increase your disposable income. Number 3, you want to start your business. Why? 1 is going to allow you to earn more income that you could dump on your debt. And 2 is going to put yourself in a lower tax percentage. Just by being a W-2 employee with no business at all, you tax right around a 30% tax rate. If you have a business, you drop yourself down between 20 and 23, somewhere in the area percent. It's a huge difference. So that way you can write off certain things like the clothes that you buy. You're probably buying it for business. If you're going to use your vehicle, you can write off some of your miles because you're talking about your business to somebody. You could use your gas, right, and spend that gas and write portion of that gas off, right, because you're talking about your business. If you're going to travel and get a hotel room, get a plane, rent a car, right, and you're talking about your business, you're marketing your brand, and guess what? Guess what? Well, you can get a tax break from that. Did you know that your children, when you have a business, you have your children can market for you? It could be a 2-year-old, 2-month-old, teenager. If they're marketing and helping you in your business, you could pay them a portion, right, in income, and it's not taxable to them, and it's a tax write-off to you. So having a home-based business guy working from home is a beautiful thing. You must have one. Principle number 4, it says save $2,500 in emergency fund. So guys, with the emergency fund, it's really an insurance policy. I want you to get that. That $2,500 emergency fund is an insurance policy. So you want to work your tail off. You want to go all in and get that $2,500 saved. Now, if you already have that $2,500 saved, then that's a principle you can skip. It's already done. But the idea is for when you need 4 tires for your vehicle or your refrigerator go out at home, that you're not going to use what? Your credit card to pay for it. You're going to tap into that emergency fund, make the payment cash, and then you build up that emergency fund again. That's the purpose of it. Principle number 5 is to pay down your revolving debt. Your revolving debt is your credit cards, your personal line of credit. Why? Because if you remember, 30% credit utilization, that's dealing with revolving lines of credit. The credit bureaus love this when you do not have more than 30% on your credit line. So you want to pay down your revolving line of credit so that way what? It can raise your credit score. Principle number 6 is to build your credit, to lower your interest rate and save money, right? You got to have money. Stop giving your money to the credit card people. Stop giving your money to everybody at Best Buy. And everywhere you go, you want to use your credit card? You go to Home Depot, you want to use your credit card? No, I don't, right? So principle number 4, you want to save 4 months of living expenses. So whatever your living expenses is, if it's $6,000 a month, you want at least 4 months of that. So if something happened, you got 4 months to get your finances in order. Principle number 5 is start to invest. Invest in your future. You are the biggest ROI you can have. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself first. You deserve it. You important. You want to get the education you want. You want to get the financial coaching you want. You want to get the real estate investing coaching you want. You want to invest in your education. You want to start to invest your money into stocks. You want to invest into crypto, but you got to get educated on it first. You want to invest in real estate to buy properties, rehab it and sell them. Buy, rehab them, hold them for cash flow after you refinance. To be able to have 10 doors, 20 doors, 50 doors. That's cash flowing you every single month. But you got to get educated, right? And then principle number 10 is rejoice and have fun right here, right now by enjoying the joy of life. So you want to enjoy the journey. I'm not talking about rejoice and have fun when you hit the goal. No, as you're in the midst of the goal, going through your journey, you want to have fun. So I want to give you a personal financial plan, guys. This is your plan. I cannot leave you off this training if I didn't give you a plan. That's number one. The first thing you want to do is to build your credit. You want to be able to put yourself in position so when an opportunity comes, you can take advantage of it. It's better to be prepared for an opportunity and don't have one than to have an opportunity and not be prepared. So you want to build up your credit score. That way, if you need to leverage some capital and to be able to buy that new asset that's going to generate you more capital so you can pay off that debt, that good debt, and still have money left over, that's what you want to do. That's the name of the game with real estate investing. Number two, you want to organize your finances. You want to take control of your money. You want to pay off your debt. You want to reduce your living expenses. You want to boost up your savings. Make sure you have a zero-based budget. And by the way, we help you create a zero-based budget. Thirdly, you want to protect your family's future. And you want to make sure that your finances is protected. So this is your plan, guys. This is your action plan. So my question to you is, are you feeling like this right now? Are you feeling a little bit overwhelmed? Was this a lot of information to intake? It most likely was. I get it. But I thank you for hanging in with me. You know, I wanted to give you this information because this information not being taught in school. So I hope I taught you something today. I hope you learned something. Matter of fact, if you learned something, just put it in the comments. Whatever you learned, you took one thing away, put it in the comments. Matter of fact, make sure you like, put a positive comment, and share this video. Because that tells YouTube, Facebook to say, you know what? This is good information. Other people need to hear the information. This is one of the ways that you can get involved in our financial empowerment movement for all by attending these free and low-cost workshops to be able to share it with others, right? Get the information out. So my question to you, if you had a way to work with me directly, to continue this financial conversation that we had, to continue to learn more, to get fair access to a financial platform designed to give you the competitive edge that I promised you at the very beginning, to be able to empower you to improve your personal finances today. How many of you will be interested in learning more? Well, we're going to move forward, guys. Introducing you to United Wealth Education. Remember, this is part of our Circle of Wealth. We're a financial success university that provides education, financial literacy. That's what I've been doing thus far. Now we're going to talk about the platform, the secret tools. That this is not marketed on the television and spending millions of dollars for celebrities to endorse. No. We didn't want to do that, right? You're not going to find this on Facebook or YouTube or some type of social media as an ad. No, we don't want to do that. This is a private invitation only. Private invitation only. So who is United Credit Education? I talked about it a little earlier. It's a 20-year-old company. 20-year-old company in the financial service industry. It's a nonprofit that deals with credit education, that deals with credit restoration. The products and services designed for families all across the country. It's leading by example. It's a debt-free company and with a dedicated and consistent management team. So remember, we talked about it before. 1.4 million identity theft claims were made in 2020. $14.6 trillion in American household is in debt reported in 2021. In just one decade, student loan balance has jumped 150%. 64% of Americans are expected to retire, guys, with less than $10,000 in their retirement savings. So listen, guys, if you had $5 million set aside, did you know if you had no interest earned on that $5 million and you pay yourself $15,000 a month for 25 years, that you can have that money for 25 years? Think about that. So how in the world somebody can live and survive off $10,000 at retirement? Did you know 60% of America lack a will and trust? Remember, we talked about Prince. We talked about Aretha Franklin. They died, they passed away, didn't have a will, didn't have a trust. You know how many wealthy people don't have a will and a trust? Listen, guys, if you love your family and you have assets, you have cars, you have stocks, you have mutual funds, you have real estate, right? Your personal home, investment property. You need to put yourself in a position of a will and trust. 54% of Americans don't even know what their credit score is. So, guys, the company is leveraging the Fair Credit Reporting Act. The Fair Credit Reporting Act simply states that every American have the right to know what the credit report says and dispute any inaccurate, erroneous items that's on the report. And that's what the company do. All of this on your behalf. So introducing you to the Protection Plan membership. I want you to write this down. Take notes. Protection Plan membership. This is your financial protection plan membership. One, you receive a budget, right? The budget is amazing. You're able to create a zero-based budget. We're going to teach you how to do it. And every month you can create a new budget, all on the inside of the platform, right? You don't need to print the paper and do all, no. Everything is on a computer, secured right on the platform. And you have a zero-based budget. You know what that means, that every dollar has a destination. No dollar is left behind. Every dollar is appointed to something, whether it's a savings goal that you have to buy your car, to buy your house, whatever. That budget is a zero-based budget. If you buy this tool by itself, you can expect to pay $240 a year. So it's a $240 a year value. Credit restoration you're going to get. The nonprofit company, 20-year-old, they're going to help you with credit restoration. They have helped tens of thousands, get that, tens of thousands of people to remove negative, inaccurate items off the credit report. They help them restore it. We're talking about bankruptcies being removed, Chapter 7, Chapter 13, repossessions has been removed, late payments, collection payments have been removed, right? These people know what they're doing, and you don't have to do all the work. You have the team on your behalf helping with that. So you get credit restoration. That's a $2,000 a year value. Some of these attorneys that's online charging $150 a month for credit restoration. Do you really think that they want to help you to achieve or help their clients achieve great credit scores quickly? No, they want to drag out that $150 a month membership, right? So $2,000 a year value, that is. Credit builder, right? We have a tool in there to help you to build your credit. We have secure credit cards that you can use to be able to build your credit. We have a system when you log in, it will tell you, hey, this is where your credit score is today. But if you do A, B, C, and D, this is what your credit score is going to look like in the future, in 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. It's an amazing tool. That tool alone is a $420 value. Credit monitoring. You have to know what your credit score is. If you're going to be buying a home, buying a vehicle, starting a business, you have to know what your credit score is. You have to be able to monitor it to know what's going on so you can make those adjustments as needed and protect yourself. Debt payoff tool. We have a debt payoff tools is online. You put in some simple information. It will pull in all your debt, and it will give you pointers and strategies and say, listen, you pay off this debt, then you snowball it up to that. That's called a snowball, right? The debt payoff snowball effect or tool. And you have all this on the inside. That's a $240 a year value if you're going to pay this by yourself monthly, right? Then we have Rocket Lawyer. Anybody ever heard of Rocket Lawyer? Well, I love Rocket Lawyer because I'm in the real estate game, right? I'm a private money lender. I'm a real estate investor. So they have legal documents that's created by attorneys for real estate, for business purpose. If you have a business, you have business documents that you could go. They give you discount on attorneys, right? You don't have to go pay them high, expensive attorney fees, right? Those retainer fees that's expensive. Rocket Lawyer, you have very inexpensive lawyers that you could tap into. And what I like using is the platform, kind of like DocuSign. Anybody ever use DocuSign, right? That you put it in a form and you send it out for electronic signature and it's stamped, timestamp. Well, Rocket Lawyer does that as well. And I always use that for my electronic signatures when I'm sending it out to people, right? So if you take Rocket Lawyer alone and you look at how much the monthly payment, if you go and purchase it outside of this protection plan membership, that's a $480 a year value. Credit attorneys. You can access the credit attorney. So if you're being harassed by creditors, you can talk with a credit attorney and it can stop that harassment. If your items on your credit report is not being deleted off properly like you want, and you know for a fact this is not accurate, then the credit attorney will jump in and help you. Over $350 value. Identity theft. Better monitor your identity. This is huge, guys. Very huge. Because one, if your budget is together, you got a good savings account, you got a good credit score, the last thing you want to do is somebody to steal your identity. See, nobody worrying about your identity if you got a 500 credit score. You believe that. Trust and believe. But if your credit score is over 700, 750, you're a target, right? So you want to be able to what? Have your identity theft protected. You want to be monitored. So we give you $1 million if something happened to your identity, a $1 million insurance policy to help you with that. You pay for identity theft outside of the protection plan membership, that's about a $700 a year value, right? Savings goal. We have a tool to help you to save. Whatever your goal is. Hey, look, I want to save for my house. I want to save for my dream vacation. Then they tell you how much money that you need to set aside, when you need to set aside to hit that target goal. It's beautiful. It's amazing, guys. $240 value. Financial lockbox that you have access to. The financial lockbox is critical. You have all your financial documents secured online. You have a PIN code. That was a guy, guys, that passed away. He had bought Bitcoin at the very, very beginning. You know, you have your keyword phrase. And so when he passed away, nobody knew his keyword phrase. But he had a ton of Bitcoin, but nobody could get access to it. None of his family members. Can you believe that? But if he had this tool, this one tool, this financial lockbox tool, he could have had that phrase in there and gave a beneficiary, whether it's his spouse, his daughter, whoever, and give them access as a beneficiary, they'd have had that keyword phrase for that Bitcoin. And your network calculator comes with a network calculator. It also comes with a will and trust, your own will and trust. Listen, guys, that's a $3,000 plus value by itself. You go to an attorney and try to get will and trust, depending on how much stuff you got, it could get expensive. But all of that, guys, is included in your protection plan membership. So the total value is right over $8,600, over $8,600 in value, right? Total value. But you're not going to pay. Of course, you're working with me, your boy, Randy, right? You're not going to pay $8,600 plus a year. That's $720 plus a month. You're not going to pay that. What you're going to pay, you're going to pay $90, a one-time fee of $99 for your consulting fee, and then ongoing $89 a month. That's it. That's it. So the question is, would the protection plan membership be worth it if all you did is just build your credit and organize your personal finances? Would the protection plan membership be worth it if all you did is create a will and a trust for your family to protect your financial future? Would the protection plan be worth it if all you did is get access to identity theft and rock a lawyer to get access to affordable legal services? Of course. So this is what I mean by having access to the financial tools, the services to make an impact in your life. Not just talking, not just educating, but having access to empower you with the tools. So again, $188 to get started and only $89 a month. We have a tremendous amount of customers, guys. Tremendous amount of testimonies, 20 years of experience. So I want to change gears a little bit. Now, this is not for everybody. This was a certain group of people. Are you open to supplementing your income? Remember, we've been talking about having a business, a hybrid business, work from home business, that you can work when you want to work. Well, what if you can join the financial empowerment movement for all? Join the financial empowerment for all movement. All you have to do is just educate. You're just educating people on financial literacy, just like I'm doing right now. All you have to do is just make key referrals. Maybe coordinate an event on Zoom where you have 20, 30 people. Be able to go to the church and say, listen, do you have a financial literacy ministry? Do you have a financial literacy ministry? If not, hey, I have something that can be a great tool for the ministry. If they do, great. This could be an add-on tool, right? Community events, and just bring people together in person, on Zoom, and just make key referrals. That's it, educate. People turn to Uber, they go to Lyft, they're working with Turo, etc. But all these companies, including the banks, provide referral fees. That just makes sense, right? This is a capitalistic company. I mean, a capitalistic country. It's a capitalistic democracy. What you put out is what you get back. And so Regions Banks pays $50, up to $400 for a checking account. So you refer somebody, you can earn up to $400 referral fee. Uber, right? Uber is paying for new drivers, right? At some point, they was paying up to $1,000 for you to refer a new driver that they hired. Why? Because they know referral fees. That is the key to be able to build a large, sustainable company. Even Cash App, guys. Anybody use Cash App before, right? Cash App provide a referral fee of $5 for everybody you refer to set up an account with Cash App. So here's the thing. We keep it super, super simple. Number one, you set up your services with your protection plan membership and you start using it. That's number one. Number two, this is optional, right? This is optional. As you learn and benefit from the services inside your protection plan membership, then all you do is refer some people over and you earn a compensation. This is just that simple. Like, there ain't no rocket science behind it. So let's think about this. For every customer that you help educate and help them with their own personal protection membership, then you earn $100. This is unlimited. You can earn how many $100 you want. But not only that, guys, you earn a $12 a month residual income every time they make and pay that investment of $89 a month. You get paid $12 every time they make that payment. So let's put this in perspective. Let's say the first 2 weeks that you have 10 customers, 10 people you educated, right? And that gives you $1,000 that you earn $100 for 10 people. From 10 people, that's $1,000 you earn, but also that's $120 a month that you earn. If you duplicate that for a month, you have 20 customers. Excuse me. You have 20 customers in that month, in that 30 days, times $100, then that's $2,000 you earn, plus you pick up $240 a month residual. If you duplicate that month after month, just 20 new customers a month, then in month 6, you have 120 customers times $100, that's $12,000 you earn, and $1,440 in residual income. Keep coming in month after month. You duplicate that out 12 months, you have 240 customers, and $100 times $100, that's $24,000 that you earn, plus residual income of $2,880 a month, $2,880 a month residual. Imagine doing that for 2 years, 3 years, etc. But it gets better than that, guys. Like, I want you, look, I'm almost wrapping this thing up. I'm almost wrapping it up. It gets better than that. We have what we call a strive for 5. That simply means that you have 5 customers, or you have 5 people to get started, right? As a referral partner, right? And you have 5 people to get started as an agent, start their own business, or just a collaboration among customers or agents. You get 5 customers. Excuse me. Your product is free. Your protection plan membership is free. Think about that. You acquire and keep 5 customers or agents, and they own that every month. They're making their payment. Yours is free. So that means you get everything that came with the protection plan membership, over $8,600 per year in value, but yet yours is free. So let's recap. You make $100 or earn $100 for every customer that you refer to the protection plan membership that gets started. You earn $12 a month when you make their payment, and yours is free after the 5th customer. So let's think about this. Remember with the cash flow quadrant we're talking about? That you want to move to that BNI quadrant. Now, again, this is optional. You don't have to do nothing. You could just be a customer. Pay that little $188, right? Pay your little $89 a month. Just be a customer. That is fine. We need customers. We need you to refer people to us. But if you want to lower your tax and earn more income to help speed up paying off your debt, then what better business that you could have than providing financial literacy? Being a part of a financial empowerment for all movement. So as a business, as a B, you own a business system, meaning that you get to provide value to people, educate them, help them to get skill training, develop. And every time they go get customers, right, you help them to get customers, then you earn income as well. So as a business owner, guys, owning a system, you get paid 6 different ways. 6 different ways. You still get the personal referrals for every customer you earn, but also every time you sponsor an agent, meaning that you hire somebody, you help them in their new career, you help them to get skilled, train, and develop. You help them get on the training calls, right? We're doing all the work for you. Like Randy gonna be helping you to train them. You don't have to do all that. But every time that person, whether it's your spouse, whether it's your children, whether it's your aunt, whether it's a family member, a friend, or just a stranger in the street that's looking to earn some additional income and pay off they debt faster, then every time they go get a customer, you earn $3 a month. Randy, that don't sound like a whole lot. Let me put it in this perspective. The gentleman that I work with directly, one of my mentors, he's been in this opportunity for 10 years. He have over 60,000 customers. Let me put that in perspective. 60,000 customer times $3, you do the math, that's $180,000 a month just in this one income stream. It's called customer acquisition bonus. Think about that. It's crazy, right? So again, you get an override of $3 for every person. And there's some other bonuses. I'm not going to go into detail just for time's sake. Well, the cost is, to be direct, is $299, guys. It's $100 more than to be a customer. That's it. Now, keep in mind, this is a tax write-off because this will be your business that you started. So technically, it's going to cost you nothing because you can write this off of your taxes. I'm not a CPA, so get your CPA advisor. But this is what you're going to get for the extra $100, right? It's a one-time setup fee. You get a personalized agent website, a beautiful professional website. Immediately soon you enroll as an agent. You have professional marketing material that you have beautiful, already written for you, just plug and play. You have a live agent and customer support. Guys, I'm not taking phone calls for this business. I'm not taking phone calls and trying to work through customer support. We have a whole team, guys, 800 of them. People call and my team is behind it. That means you're not going to be doing this. You're not going to be taking on customer service calls. The team at United Wealth Education can be taking care of your customers on your behalf. What I like about it, soon people enroll, they're calling them and say, hey, how's everything going? You have any questions? Let me step you through the set up your services. Like the team is reaching out to your customers. It's beautiful, guys. You get paid weekly by direct deposit, right? For qualified agents. You get an online back office. You get to track your business, see your business. You get to see your commissions, your bonuses. We have different bonuses. Obviously, you get the tax advantage we've been talking about the whole time, and life insurance. This is huge. Life insurance, it does not require a medical check. A lot of people don't even have access to life insurance because they have an underlying health condition. Well, you have free up to $30,000 free, doesn't cost you anything, of life insurance for $299. Or what you get? Well, you get your own protection plan membership. You get all of this over $8,600 in value for your $299 investment and $89 a month. Now, you don't pay anything extra for the website, for the marketing material, for the training, the skills to develop, for the customer support. Nothing else changes. It's just that one-time fee. And you get all of that. So listen, let's recap. You get training and support, your back office. We have weekly Zoom training. You get to work with me and my team directly. Hopefully, we could take you from where you are right now and help you to be a private money broker with us, right? But I got to get you from point A to point B, right? We'll talk about that at another time. But anyway, you get local team trainings, right? Corporate sponsored regional training, and also national conventions. So you can always learn, always growing, always working, how to get better. How can you generate more leads? How can you market better? All of this is included in that. So there's 4 types of people, guys. Number one, you're that number one person. You're interested in both a protection plan membership for yourself and a business opportunity. You're ready to become an agent and a customer. That's the number one. With that, remember I told you how you can get free financial coaching from me? Well, this is a free section that I am allowing. If you are number one, you get started, you enroll as a business partner, and then you're going to get that free financial coaching section with me, right? $500 value. I'm going to give it to you. We're going to rock and roll together. We're going to help jumpstart your financial success. Or number two, you're just interested in the protection plan membership. If there's no push, there's no reason. Why we want to make you to be a business owner, to make you earn more income, to make you have a tax advantage. No, no, no. You do whatever you want. You're a big boy. You're a big girl, right? But if you become a customer, have your own protection plan membership, you still get the free financial coaching section. For me, that's my added value to it. Number three, you might be that person just interested in just volunteering as a financial empowerment for all organizer or coordinator. All you do is coordinate free and low-cost workshops and events, whether it's in person or Zoom, and you just get people gathered together, and we come in there and we provide the education and the financial tools. Then you are number four. Hey, I already have excellent credit. My financial affairs are already in order. I love my current job. I'm not trying to earn supplemental income, but you can refer people to us, right? Since you know what we do and we know our money, you know our money plan works. So listen, guys, that's it. That's all I'll have for you today. If you are listening to this, you've been taking notes, and one of my team members, right? One of my loan officers, one of my credit consultants, one of my financial coaches gave you this information for you to watch and learn, then make sure you get with them and say, listen, I'm ready. I'm a number one. I'm ready to get my protection plan membership and be a business partner. Or I'm a number two, right? I just want the protection plan. Or I'm a number three. Hey, I'm just going to refer some people to you. Number four. Get back to that person. But if you're following me and I referred you and you listening to it, then text me, call me directly, 504-270-1314 to say, Randy, I'm ready to get started. Or you can click on that link below this video on the side of wherever that link is, and you can get enrolled and get started today. Listen, guys, God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day on purpose. And listen, I mean that, guys. Take care.